Hi, friends. Welcome. My name is Vivian. I am your host. This is my podcast, Mind Made New. I am a mental health coach, a certified clinical hypnotherapist, lay biblical counselor, a woman who truly believes that the mind God gave you is capable of remarkable transformation. Here we talk about healing, neuroscience, faith, hypnosis, emotional freedom, and the tools that help us live with clarity, peace, and purpose. And this coming year, I plan to bring on inspiring guests that we can interview and chat with to find out how did they make their mind new? How did hypnosis help them? How did coaching help them overcome struggles and boundaries or barriers that were in their way? Because we know that with God, all things are possible. That's what he tells us in Philippians 4:13. So I can do all things through him who gives me strength, because with him, all things are possible. So if you're here for clarity, peace, and purpose, you are in the right place. If you're ready to release old patterns, renew your thoughts, and rebuild your life from the inside out, you're in the right place. Let's talk about today's episode. So, welcome. This is Mind Made New, my podcast. I have a practice called Renewed Mind Wellness and Therapy. It's a private practice where I service clients through a lot of coaching and a lot of relaxation, because that is how we rewire our brain and change our mind. So today we're going to talk about something super powerful, but first I want to make an offer to you. If you are a new client or you're interested in how does this work, reach out to me. Let's get you signed up for a first session, and it's complimentary. This is valued at $150, friends. So if you're interested, reach out. Let's get you scheduled, because the minute that you start changing your mind, you will begin to experience transformation. So join me in doing that. We work together as a team. So today we're going to talk about something super powerful. Hypnosis actually rewires the brain for healing. This isn't just about wishful thinking and positive vibes, which are great. Of course, we should be positive, because the more positive things we think, the more we attract to us. And the more positive energy we put into the universe, the more positive things come back to us, right? In general, not specifically, of course. So, this is neuroplasticity as well. The brain's God's designed ability to change, adapt, and build new pathways. This is amazing news. I don't know if you knew this. Maybe you did know this. Why does it matter? Well, when clients first come to me, they're stuck. They often feel stuck. Their lives are stuck. Their careers are stuck. They're stuck in their relationships. Well, they're stuck in anxiety, stuck in old habits, stuck in identity patterns that came from childhood. And they'll say to me, Vivian, I don't know what to do. My mind, I know what I should be doing, but my mind won't let me do it. And that's because the conscious mind knows truth, but the subconscious mind holds the patterns. Let me say that again. The conscious mind knows truth, but the subconscious mind holds the patterns. Hypnosis gives us access to the subconscious, the room inside our mind where the patterns live. What a gift. I offer that to you through sessions with me. So, how does hypnosis rewire the brain? How does it work? Well, when you enter into a hypnotic state, focused, relaxed, safe, things happen. Three things happen specifically. The critical filter softens. You know, there's a filter between your subconscious and your conscious mind. Well, there's a part of the brain called the critical faculty, which filters new information, everything that we see and do in our lives, in our world, day by day. In hypnosis, this filter relaxes, making it easier to introduce new thoughts without resistance. The subconscious becomes accessible. That's the other thing that happens. This is where habits, beliefs, and emotional memories sit. And the third thing that happens is neuroplasticity activates. New neural pathways actually begin to grow when you rehearse new thoughts and images in hypnosis. So we can regenerate pathways in our brain through hypnosis. We've seen it through studies they've done now with EEG and MRI. We've seen it happen. It's really cool. So the science and faith connection, what is it? Well, think about this. Think about where in scripture do you hear God telling us in his word? And specifically, I see it when the Apostle Paul is writing letters to the church at Rome. And he's telling them to be transformed by the renewing of their minds. God designed the brain to change. Hypnosis and biblical counseling work together within that design. So, what does hypnotic rewiring look like? That's a mouthful. Well, rehearsing the future you want, attracting more by rehearsing positively, practicing calm, installing new beliefs, releasing old emotional associations or soul ties. Have you ever heard that phrase? So when you repeat a new message in hypnosis, the brain treats it as if it's already happening. So in hypnosis, when I work with clients that want to quit smoking, or they want to lose a few pounds, or they want to optimize their health, or they want to build their confidence or develop their business. When I work with clients that want to affect the outcome of birth by being peaceful and calm, this is where hypnotic rewiring, what it looks like. This is how it works. When we teach, whatever we say to our brain, it believes as if it's already happening. So it's really, really, really important that we continue to speak truth and life over our brain and mind and body, right? And body. Because when we don't, we will believe the things we are telling ourselves. So you're going to believe them either way. So why not believe what's true, which is you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to stay stuck. Let me tell you that again. You don't have to stay stuck. There are ways to change your life if you're willing. You have to be willing. I cannot do this to you, and I cannot do this for you. I can simply be with you during the process and guide you through it. So, growing up in the 80s, I was raised in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I was raised by a mother, a single mother, amazing woman that raised a bunch of us. And during the 80s, she took on a career as a hypnotherapist. Pretty wild, right? She helped people quit smoking, cessation of smoking. She helped people lose weight. And so she practiced on us. So it was a pretty cool thing. So I saw firsthand how people change when they rewrite what they believe about themselves. And my mom used it on us. And even before I went into professional coaching and biblical counseling, I knew this. I used this process in my life. When the mind shifts, the life shifts. So ask yourself today, what belief is keeping you stuck? What belief? Are you stuck? Why? What is the belief that you are believing that's keeping you in the situation you're in? Whatever it is. What thought plays on repeat that does not belong to the person that I am becoming? Again, what thought plays on repeat that does not belong to the person I am becoming? That's your second question. So if you're not journaling these questions out, you should be. That's two. The third one. What new belief do I want my brain to practice? Right? We're going into the new year. We're wrapping up the old year, right? What does it mean for us to rewire our brain? What does it mean for us to change our mind and transform our life, right? What does it mean? So I invite you now to sit up nice and tall in your chair, open your palms in your lap, close your eyes, okay? If you're driving, please pull over. But otherwise, find a comfy position on a seat somewhere. Close your eyes. Bring your attention inward. We are going to pause, pray, and practice, just like we do on every episode of my podcast. And if you're curious or we'd like to have this pause, pray, practice as a worksheet or a PDF, fillable, let me know. Reach out. I'm happy to send it to you. I make one for each and every episode that I record. So I definitely have one for rewiring the brain today. So if you're curious about that worksheet, let me know. Pause, pray, practice. We're going to do that now. So you're going to sit up nice and tall in your seat. You're going to open your palms in your lap. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to bring your awareness inward for a few breaths in and out, inhaling calm, exhaling peace. Good. And again, inhale, perhaps making the inhale just a little bit longer. And exhale, peace. Releasing that breath and tension from your body. Good. Again, inhale in, peace and calm. Exhale out, tension, tightness. Allow your body to sit relaxed and heavy. Your eyes are resting closed. Check in with your body now, starting at the top of the head, imagining or visualizing a warm, radiant, healing light flowing down over the scalp, the sides of the head, the face, around the eyes and nose and mouth, relaxing each and every bit of area that it passes over. This warm, radiant, healing light flowing down over the neck and shoulders, all the way down to the fingertips. This warm, radiant light moving down over the chest, down to the belly, the upper and lower back, feeling an unwinding as it goes, feeling the body relaxing even more deeply. Moving down into the pelvis and the legs, all the way down to the tips of the toes, noticing the body, the tightness, the tension being released. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, checking in one more time. Allowing the whole body to feel loose and limp and relaxed. And now it's time to come back into the present moment, feeling relaxed and peaceful, ready to start your night. Perhaps it's time to wind down and get ready for bed tonight. If you're hearing my voice, you're going to rest in a sleep that is calm, refreshing. Come back to the present moment now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake. Thank you for joining me today on Mind Made New. Remember, transformation happens when you take what you learned and begin to practice it gently, consistently, and with lots and lots of grace. If this episode encouraged you at all, please share it with someone who needs renewal too. And if you'd like to support me, or you would like support through mental health coaching, hypnotherapy, or biblical counseling, I would love to walk with you. But if you would like to support me and my channel, like, subscribe, hit all the buttons, and share it. Until next time, this is Mind Made New with Vivian Hensley. And for now, until further notice, I'm offering complimentary sessions to first-time clients. So reach out. Let's get you scheduled. Let's begin this transformation. It's time, friend. You don't have to be stuck. You can change everything. You can change everything one step at a time. I'm here to walk with you through it. Peace and grace to you. Merry Christmas. I love you, friends. I'll see you next time.